All right, good evening, folks. Monday evening here at Messer Gymnasium. My name is Tyler Warble, bringing you the play-by-play action of this basketball game. Girls Varsity Basketball, Smith Voc Vikings, being hosted by your Pioneer Panthers. So thankful for you to join in with us with this broadcast. Happy to have you here. This is proving to be an exciting game between these two teams. I would say these two teams across seasons in sports haven't seen each other since, I would say, back in 2017, maybe 2018. So it's really interesting to see the paths cross once again. It's been a long time coming. Not covered by BNC TV, but congratulations to the Pioneer Panthers JV basketball team coming away with a 42-41 crazy end of the game win. It was a fantastic event there, but that's why you want to come here. Is BNC TV can only cover so much, and sometimes the action is just not conveyed as much as it can be being in person. But of course, if you can't make it here in person, happy to bring that game to you. So, starting things off, ball sent out of bounds. It will be Pioneer to inbound. Grzyskowski looking for a snappy bounce pass over to Tippanyuk. Can't manage to get it to happen. Bounces off of Vikings player knees, Isabella Laterno. And ball gets inbounded quickly and turned over. The Vikings are the first to put points on the board. And a tough shot on that. Vikings recover. This is Savannah Fredette with the ball and going back up top around the pick. Back outside for a three shot and sunk. That three coming in by Sophia Zina. And Smith Voc comes away with a 5-point lead early in the game. And, of course, on the flip side, the boys' basketball is on the road. And Kyler McClellan answers in kind for three, making this a 2-point game. And nice defense by McClellan, wanting that turnover. Ball heads out of bounds, and it will continue to be the Vikings on the baseline. But the boys' Panthers team is on the road, facing off against the Smith Voc Vikings at Smith Vocational. So wish them the best of luck. And of course, never started the clock again. I apologize. Mallory Radwich to Savannah Fredette. Brings it around, hoping to find a lane on the right side. Tosses the ball up. Tough roll, but recovered by Zina. And gets her own rebound and puts it away for two. Kyler McClellan heading in with a three, not a three, just inside the three line. And no good. Ball heads out of bounds. Off a white jersey. Will be the Vikings to inbound. Inbounding is Isabella Laterno. A nice pass over to Savannah Fredette. And a hard pick. I'm wondering if the call is going to be and it looks like just the pick wasn't set in time, which would cause a offensive block there, and the ball is turned over. McClellan to Tominski. Tominski finding a lane inside, but the ball comes loose, and it's recovered by the Vikings. Isabella Laterno with the travel. Looked like she wanted to keep that dribble going, but her lane tapered off with some tight defense by Pioneer. The ball kind of got stuck and held, and if your footsteps keep going without the ball, inevitably that's going to be a travel. Pioneer swinging it around. Beliski backing off and resetting. Finds Tippanyuk inside the paint, but she sends it back out. Over to McClellan, back into Tippanyuk. Outside of Tominski, puts the ball up. Viking fingertip slows it down. Tippanyuk tosses it up and gets the 2. For that long pass, finding Grace Sampson. Great job with the ball movement. Apologize, I'll fix the score in just a moment. McClellan to Beliski. Swinging it around. Tominski in the corner, tosses it back out. Grzyskowski has some tight defense. McClellan for 3. Off the rim, no good. Picked up by Zena and head over to a hook shot by Letourneau. The ball kept inbounds, but winds up in Pioneer hands, and a jump ball is called. Will be Pioneers on the baseline. Kira Grzyskowski to inbound. Pass in, finds McClellan. McClellan comes inside, hands it over to Beliski, who's got some room to breathe. No good on the 3. Give it back to Beliski, second time, and puts it down. No third time for that charm. Score is tied at 8-8. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. McClellan with some double teaming. The team is back there to help out. A little extra press, making things difficult for Pioneer to move it past the halfway point. Nice save by Beliski. Tippanyuk inside the paint. Goes in, gets the toss, and she will have one more coming her way. Should have stopped that clock. There we go. And make it 3 for Tippanyuk. Nice job. Pioneer takes a 3-point lead, 11-8, 3.5 minutes. Some good extra press. Big pass inside, and a good toss, tough roll. And the ball rolls out of bounds off a black jersey. Will be Pioneer ball to inbound. And with the extra presses, Stephanie Pillsbury with the ball. Slows things up. Hands the ball over to Grzyskowski. To Tippanyuk, who's driving through and gets the foul. Tippanyuk always playing low and doing a fantastic job. She's making sure that if she's not going to have a shot, she's going to make sure you're making contact to force that foul. And a long pass over to Radwich, finds Jane LaValle, and they put the 2 away. 2-point ball game. Tippanyuk, nice idea. Good chasing it down by Tippanyuk. And Pillsbury tosses it up, no good. Recovered by Juliana Suarez. Suarez with a pass to Savannah Fredette. And I think just ran out of court, stepping out of bounds off of that pass. And that's going to be a turnover. And a timeout is called by Pioneer. And with that timeout, I want to thank you folks for tuning in. Whether you're watching this down in the Smith Vocational area, watching this in the BNC TV Pioneer Valley Regional High School area, or your family abroad, we are streaming on YouTube, which means we are global. And if you're watching this internationally, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate being able to bring this to you. And we wouldn't be able to bring this to you if it not for our wonderful sponsors, our local businesses that have paired up with us in order to bring you these games this winter season, boys and girls varsity basketball. And our fantastic businesses include Sam Browning Jr. Trucking, Sweet Lucy's Bakeshop, Works LTD, Wiggin Hydroseeding, Zilinksi HVAC, DiGeorge Builders, and Greenfield Cooperative Bank. So thankful for our sponsors helping us bring this broadcast to you. Fantastic local businesses. We're so thankful for their partnership. The ball inbounded. Devony Pillsbury hands it over to Minsky. Inside to Tippenyuk. Gruskowski, tough toss. McClellan recovers and gives it a toss. Tough on the roll. Jane LaValle bringing the ball out with some extra pressure by Tominski. Now Savannah Fredette up at the top. Radowich back to Fredette. Back outside to LaValle with the three shot. Comes in short, recovered by Tominski. And McClellan taking the ball back out. Gruskowski pops out of the corner and hands the ball over to Pillsbury back in the corner. Tough toss, but McClellan recovers. The ball swatted out of bounds off of black jersey. Pioneer will inbound. Gruskowski to Pillsbury. Ball popped out by Fredette. Recovered by the Vikings. LaValle driving in on the right side. Loses the dribble on the layup. The ball heads out of bounds off of the Vikings. Gruskowski in the corner to Tippenyuk back outside. Tominski with a shot, comes in short. Tippenyuk recovers, gets her own rebound. No good on either of them. Having a tough time getting the foul on that one. I think that's really what she wanted. And ball tossed up off of a good pass, recovered by the Vikings. No good on the second. And it's Pioneer on the way down with a minute left. In good defensive strategy, recovered by the Vikings. Over to Radowich, and puts it up for two. Tied up 12-12 with under a minute left. Long pass to Maggie Tippenyuk. Dangerous one, but was successful. Three for Beliski, recovered by Tominski. She'll get the foul. Good placement by Kobe Tominski, being in the right place to recover that ball. And no doubt, with the motion of the Vikings defense going after the ball, those hands are going to be out. And if those hands are out while Tominski recovers and goes for that jump ball, she's inevitably going to get that foul. Vikings on the approach. Fredette sends it outside. Juliana Suarez, no good on the shot. Long pass over to Tominski. A go-get-it pass by McClellan. She manages to get it, goes up and gets the shot. 2 points for Kobe Tominski. Oh, excuse me, and she had one there from the foul shots. And at the end of the first quarter, Pioneer coming away with a 3-point lead, 15-12 over the Vikings. So far, these teams have looked incredibly even matched. The shooting, the defense, the ball movement, it's been just a very even-paced game, which makes for an exciting game, of course. The Smith Vogue Vikings coming into this game with a 9-4 record. Their last game being on the road at Putnam, where they fell to the ladies at Putnam with a 58-48 loss. But 9-4 record is a very successful record. I think the only team that both of these teams have seen on the road is Turner's Falls, both winning against Turner's. So, you know, they don't really see each other. You start to try to give a look at who they've met during their season and, you know, make comparisons there, but just not much to compare these two teams. And it's really exciting finding out what each team has into this game. And, of course, the Pioneer girls have an 8-5 record, with the most recent loss on the road for them, 36-21. Long three by McClellan. Tough roll. And recovered by Ainsley Sharzanowski. I'll get that one right. Sharzanowski moved all the way around to Fredette. No good on the three shot. Tominski hands it over to McClellan, who makes a long pass over to Brooke Welcome. And a tough pass because there's a turnover and another turnover. Brooke Welcome gets it back, and Jalen Beliski hangs on to it. Ball's stolen away, but not without the foul. Some chaos on the turnovers, but with that foul, slows things down a bit. It'll be Pioneer to inbound at half court. Tominski puts it inside, back outside to McClellan, left alone, and puts it down for three. You cannot leave McClellan alone. She is heating up two 3 shots this game. I'd say a number of games we've seen around 5 or 6 from her, so that should not be the end from her shooting outside. And a timeout is called by the Vikings. Score now 18-12 with about 6.5 minutes left in the first half. Well, in entering February, happy Groundhog Day to you folks, but as we enter February, February is kind of a signal that the regular seasons are going to be winding down in the next week, week and a half, 2 weeks, and that's when we're going to start finding out details about our Western Mass Class D brackets, and then inevitably finding out where things stand for our Division 5 tournament play. So stay posted for BNC TV as we find out more about that and how and what we can cover when. Big pass over to Pillsbury. Pioneer hangs on to it. Long pass by McClellan, no good. Recovered by Pillsbury. Gets her own rebound and manages to find an opportunity to send it back outside to McClellan. And looks like there was a hold by the Vikings. So that will be Pioneer to inbound underneath the hoop. Oh, nice snag by Jane LaValle with the turnover. Charzanowski, excuse me. Pioneer with the steal. Beliski swinging it around to Tominski, finds Tippanyuk, who brings it in and gets the 2. Say, generally speaking, Tippanyuk is a force to be reckoned with inside the paint. And if it's going to be a man-on-man action with her getting the ball underneath, there's no way she's not getting the basket or the foul on that. Nice job recovering. Vikings still hanging on to it. Suarez to LaValle, who tries to drive up, but the ball comes loose. They hang on to it. Fredette with a shot, no good. Suarez back outside. Moved around to LaValle, who hands it over to Fredette. It's Fredette, nope, Suarez, excuse me. Suarez, Charzanowski, back to Suarez. And it looks like a hold with that ball movement on the Panthers. Some excellent ball movement by the Vikings between good rebounding and continuously moving the ball around, trying to sway and knock open some approachable lanes for shots. Vikings doing a fantastic job. Ugh. Apologize about the clock. Oh, the ball comes loose off Fredette, rolls out of Pillsbury. Charzanowski with the recovery. Vikings get a little bit lucky and have another opportunity on the offense. Radowich, no good on the shot. Sophia Zena, no good on that shot. Beliski having some tight defense from Savannah Fredette. Over to McClellan, swung to Griskowski. Tippanyuk looking for an opportunity. Griskowski left unattended with the 3. And another timeout is called. I will let the clock run so that it catches up to the official clock in the room. An exciting game. Pioneer during the second quarter. Both of these teams were neck and neck for that first 8 minutes. This quarter seems to be Pioneer finding out what works and sticking with it. Having an 11-point lead in the quarter with just under 4 minutes left. And plenty of upcoming games this week. As we talked about, we're heading towards the end of the regular season, but quite a lot of games this week, including one that was rescheduled twice. So as far as BNC TV coverage this week, the next upcoming game, Thursday night, the girls will be right back here at Messer Gymnasium for their senior night, where they're hosting the Mohawk Trail Warriors. And that will be an exciting game. It's always exciting to have two local teams, two teams that frequently see each other across sports. So you don't want to miss that. If you can be here in person, that is great. Again, senior night, celebrating the last regular season home game that the seniors on the Panthers team will experience. So it's a nice time for that. And then the boys will be here Friday night. Nice job by Fredette, finding that opportunity off that pass and goes up for the 2. The boys will be here for their senior night against Mahar. Not a bad way to spend the Friday night. Pioneer hangs on to it. McClelland gets double teamed. The ball handed off to Beliski, to Tippanyuk. And Tippanyuk, few extra steps before she can get herself into position for a foul. I think no doubt one of the conversations that must have been had since the beginning of the game is being careful of really driving in, searching for that foul. So some smart defense coming from the Vikings as of late. Fredette to Radowicz. Swung around to Sharzanowicz. Sharzanowski, I got to get that right, excuse me. And looks like there was a foul on Pioneer. So it will be Viking ball on the baseline. Isabella Letourneau to inbound. And shot. Letourneau no good. That looks like not sure if it was a jump ball or it was an out of bounds. McClellan with some light double teaming. Ball heads over to Grzyskowski. Back to McClellan for 3 from the top. Difficult roll off the rim, but Pioneer hangs on to it. Grzyskowski will get 2 on the foul. Grzyskowski with her first. And 2 for 2 for Grzyskowski. 25-14. 2.5 minutes left in the half. And a foul going the other way. Good drive in there. It's like ran out of a little bit of court for Juliana Suarez. But, hey, if you can't get the shot, you get the foul. And Suarez did. She'll be getting 2. Tough bounce on the back of the rim. And Suarez good on the second one. A nice pass into Pillsbury. Looked like Tominski was looking for a bounce pass to Tippanyuk, went off the foot of one of the Vikings players. It will be Pioneer ball to inbound. And an interesting shot there by McClellan. Did a great job. Looked like she had to hook it up over the corner of the glass to get it through there, but that looked like it was going right. Fredette looking to send it back outside. Pillsbury can't get her hands on it, but good job on the defense. Good pass to Isabel Letourneau, and she gets the 2. Smith Voc, no doubt, really stepping things up. They cannot let this game get away from them. Pioneer with an 8-point lead, just under 2 minutes left. They're really stepping up their full court game on the defense. Pillsbury to McClellan to Beliski. Pioneer doing a great job of pivoting to open themselves up. And McClellan with another 3, third one of the game. But yeah, Pioneer doing a great job of seeing the double teaming, you know, that extra press coming their way, and doing a great job, not just by the player avoiding it, but also the teammates recognizing its approach and making themselves open, which, you know, that's the ugly side of double teaming, is that you're going to have to leave somebody open with hopes to make a turnover. But foul on the shot for Mallory Radwich. Radwich will have another one coming her way. And good on the second. 28-18. Tipiniuk to McClellan. Good ball movement by Pioneer. Tipiniuk just inside the 3, gets the 2. Brings Pioneer to 30. As we come down to the final minute of the first half. Great job by Fredette, sewing her way through that defense and getting that jump shot. Brooke Welcome. Well, swung around to McClellan, who has a shot. Tough bounce off the rim. Back out to McClellan. Tries it again. No good on that. And it looks like it was a push by the Pioneer players. Vikings to inbound. .30 on the clock. Ball turns into a jump. It will stay with Smith. Smith Voc, excuse me. A big toss. I think that there wasn't a lot of eye contact, but Voc recovers it. And the ball rolls out of bounds. Be a Pioneer turnover. It over to McClellan, and looked like a little extra footwork. No shot clock. 10 seconds on the regular. A good move over to Radwich and gets the 2. Nice job finding that unattended player and getting that quick 2 points. And a tough fall by the player, but that is the end of the first half. 16 minutes in, Pioneer with an 8-point lead, 30-22. Pioneer doing a fantastic job of stepping up their tight defense, making shooting extremely difficult for Smith Voc Vikings. I would say that they cut, let's see, they cut their scoring down significantly. I would say in the first half, we were looking at about, should write these things down at the end of every quarter, but I think Smith Voc had about 12 points in the first half, cut them down to 10. But Pioneer also sitting around 12 or 14 points at the end of the first quarter, and now sitting with 30, so they really stepped things up with that. But this game is far from over. 8-point difference is nothing. We will see what happens. All it takes is a good conversation, a good pivoting strategy, and Smith Voc could be right back in this. So with that, we are going to take a short break. Check out our sponsors. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible. And after a short break, BNC TV will be right back with the second half of this exciting girls varsity basketball game. Smith Vocational Vikings versus your Pioneer Panthers. Don't go anywhere. All right, and welcome back to the third quarter. This girls varsity basketball game. Smithville Vikings versus your Pioneer Panthers, and with a big steal by Isabella Letourneau. It looks like she ran out of court before she could make something happen. Ball swatted out of bounds off of Pioneer jersey. And tough shot. Out of bounds off of the Vikings. Pioneer to take over. Calling to Beliski. Oh, excuse me. Grzyskowski no good on the three. Almost recovered by Pioneer, but looked like it rolled off the body and out of bounds. Savannah Fredette finds Radwich, back to Fredette. Some solid defense. Oh, nice save. And the ball knocked back out of bounds. Interesting turn of events with that. It's very funny sometimes the way the basketball ballet works. Oh, nice idea on the inbound, but stolen away. The ball comes loose. Pioneer hangs on to it. Kobe Tominski with some patience. Good toss. But recovered by Isabel Letourneau. Letourneau looking to move around the pick. Long pass over to Fredette, tosses it up. Recovered by Radwich. Fredette again. Oh, you hate to see those. Ball couldn't have gone in anymore without being counted. Tibaniuk slowing things down, hands it off to McClelland. Beliski trying to drive through. Finds Tibaniuk. To McClelland. McClelland for a long three. No good. Comes down into the hands of Letourneau. Letourneau to Fredette. Thought about it. Hands it over to Radwich, but the ball comes loose. Beliski heads up on the right side. Couldn't get the angle right. Ball out of bounds off of the Vikings. Pioneer to inbound. Grzyskowski. Big pass over to Tominski on the right side. The ball comes loose, out of bounds off of the Panthers. Vikings ball. Savannah Fredette. Goes up the right side. A little wobbly, but hangs onto the ball. Tries to go up the right. Ball pops loose and out of bounds. Turnover for Pioneer. And stolen away by Fredette. It looks like a push on the Panthers. Vikings ball. Radwich back to Letourneau on that shot. The ball comes loose. That's going to turn into a jump. Vikings ball on the baseline. Nice bounce pass. Tough on the shot. Beliski. Pass over to Tippenyuk, finds the lane, tosses the ball up. Tough angle. But Pioneer hangs onto the ball, swings it back outside to McClellan, who's got the three. And makes the shot. There we go. Solid 4 for McClellan on that one. And with that double teaming wall from the Panthers, that turns into a restriction of movement on the Vikings player, and that's what caused the foul. Shot. Tough roll on the rim. That shot coming by Letourneau. Long pass over to Brooke Welcome. Had a tough time catching up to it. Great leading pass, but a little too much leading. Ooh. Cannot get that clock right. Kate Walcott swung around to Radwich. Back outside, good swing. Letourneau, long pass over to Charzanowski. Walcott chased it down and hangs onto the ball for them. Nice hook shot. Tough roll off the rim. Panthers recover. Beliski brings it past half. Swung to the corner. Grozkowski. Big toss over to Brooke Welcome. Tippenyuk makes sure that they hang on to it. 3 shot by McClellan, no good. And looks like a travel off of the steal for the Vikings. Well, I cannot get it right. No good on the shot. I don't think Tippenyuk saw it coming, but Tominski did. They recover it. Seen a few I thought you were looking passes. Good toss by Jane LaValle. Vikings put 2 on the board. 34-24. Tippenyuk no good on the shot. Recovered by Edna-Lise Cruz. Three-point shot comes in short. Beliski picks it up. Pioneer takes time to reset. Long pass to Tominski, and Tippenyuk goes up for the shot. No good. She's got 2 coming her way. Clock catch up. Good on the first. And 2 for 2. Jane LaValle running into a wall of white jerseys with the ball popped loose. Pioneer will take over on the offense. And nice idea for the pass. Tippenyuk recovers. Sends it over to McClellan for 3. Tough in and out shot. The ball heads out of bounds off a black jersey. Pioneer to inbound. Nice job. 2 points for Pioneer. Minute left in the third quarter. Pioneer with a 38-24 lead. Oh, nice drive inside. Fredette gets her own rebound. Looks like some extra body defense. We'll get the Vikings underneath. Ball sent back outside. Walcott. No good on the shot. That's going to roll out of bounds. Pioneer ball. And a jump called in the Pioneer Panthers' favor. Excuse me. McClellan to Beliski. Back to McClellan. With a tough jump shot. Gets her own rebound. Another toss-up. No good. Vikings come up with it. Edna Lee's Cruz hands it over to Fredette. Long pass by Fredette. Tossed over to Grace Sampson. And no good on the shot. Tippenyuk wrestling the ball out. Grzyskowski left open, gets the quick 2 before the clock runs out. Pioneer picking up that lead that they ended the first half with, 40-24, as we go into the final quarter of this game. Pioneer has looked better and better as this game has progressed, and they've just settled in. In other news during this break, a warm and hearty congratulations to the Pioneer boys who, as we said earlier in this broadcast, went on the road to Smith Vocational, facing off against the Smith Voc Vikings at their home turf, coming away with a big win against Smith Voc, 52-43 win. And I'll tell you, I wish that we could be everywhere at once, but definitely wish we could have brought that game to you. And we'll find out more whether or not there was any kind of coverage of that game that we were not aware of. But a big congratulations to the Pioneer boys. They have been working so hard this season, building up their new program, and couldn't think of anyone that deserved to win more than them. Great job. Great ball movement. Sophia Zina on that previous shot. Devony Pillsbury with great hesitation. Tough roll on the rim, though. Ball stolen away. Big pass to Pillsbury. Jumps up for the layup as she was running out of room, but great defense by Mallory Radwich. Went all ball on that defensive move, but it will be Pioneer ball to inbound. Pioneer will get a second chance. McClellan from the corner. Panthers hang on to it. Devony Pillsbury down low, looking to put the ball back outside, but nice steal by Natalie Gaudette, who gets a push from behind, so that will be a turnover. Well, not a turnover. She did have the ball. So it will remain Vikings ball to inbound. Charzanowski. Looks like a little extra body checking by Pioneer, excuse me. Gaudette to inbound. Swung around to Zina. Back over to Juliana Suarez. And a shot by Gaudette. Who had the travel. That's what that was. Pioneer ball. Boleski to welcome. Swatted away. Good defense by Juliana Suarez. Ball headed out of bounds off of Suarez, so it will be Pioneer to inbound. Let that clock catch up. Nice try. Savannah Fredette looking to pass the ball low, I think, to Sophia Zina. Could get the angle right. But it was there were some Panther hands that knocked the ball out of bounds. That must be why it is still Vikings ball on the baseline. And ball stolen away. Long three by McClellan. She's good for it. I think that might be her fifth three of the game. Ball stolen away. McClellan feeds it over to Brooke Welcome. Brooke Welcome had a tough time tossing it up. Ball hitting the rim. Vikings recover. A big shot. Nice job by Isabella Letourneau, putting two on the board. 43-26. Boleski to Tipeniuk. Drives through. Gets the foul. Tipeniuk will have two shots. Nice. And with talking earlier about a big win by the Pioneer boys. As I think we mentioned before, they will be right back here this coming Friday night hosting the Mahar Senators. And that will be their senior night. Don't want to miss that exciting game. And tough shot. Good recovery by Radwich. It's stolen away by Tominski. Hands it off to McClelland. And the ball stolen away by Isabella Laterno. Turns it into a jump ball. Nice job. Feels as though Laterno the whole game has done a great job of getting her hands in there and popping that ball loose. Tippanyuk thinking about what to do. Hands it over to Tominski. Finds Beliski, no good. But Pioneer hangs on to it. Tippanyuk for three, no good. The ball is recovered by Laterno. And a foul by Pioneer. Vikings to inbound. Good moving the ball around, swinging it all the way over to Savannah Fredette. Fredette inside to Radwich. No good on the shot. Grzyskowski and Sharzanowski with that jump, but it comes up in the Panther favor. Big pass, stolen by Radwich. A nice idea on the ball movement, but good steal by Beliski, but not before the ball taps itself out of bounds. Will be turned back over to the Vikings. And ball knocked loose by Beliski. Ball manages to go out off of the Viking player. And good steal by Fredette, but stolen back by the Panthers. And with the foul, Pioneer will inbound. Good steal by Fredette. Goes up for the layup and gets the two. Good ball movement. Finds Brooke Welcome. Bounce pass. Comes back to Brooke Welcome. Nice toss. Radwich recovers. Hands it over to Ainsley Sharzanowski. And a nice toss. Zima back outside to Laterno. Just inside the three. Grzyskowski, ball comes loose. The Vikings recover. Long pass to Sharzanowski. A little bit of a chaotic game going on right now. And with the steal, Pioneer settles things. Brooke Welcome, the pass, sending it across to Beliski for three. No good. Grzyskowski is it off to Brooke Welcome. Out of bounds off of Savannah Fredette. Pioneer to inbound in the corner. McClellan from the corner, no good. Pioneer to inbound. With 8 seconds on the shot clock. McClellan, Tippanyuk, back out to McClellan for 3. Off the rim, beat the buzzer, and Pioneer hangs on to the ball, so they will get a reset of the shot clock. McClellan in the corner. Brooke Welcome looking for Tippanyuk, almost stolen. Pioneer hangs on to it. Tippanyuk with a big toss and no good. And nice idea by the Vikings. Good ball movement, just couldn't get the angle right. Ball heads out of bounds off of the black jerseys. It'll be Pioneer to inbound. Long pass, finds Pillsbury. Slows it down, hands it off to Tominski, backs it back out to Tippanyuk. Almost stolen again. Bounce pass to Tominski and gets the 2. Great job by Kyler McClellan going in the right side lane, knowing that was going to draw the defense off. Tominski left unattended and gets that easy 2 on the jump. I'm so sorry about the clock. McClellan inbounds to Tippanyuk, back to McClellan. Tominski drives through. Before the motion for the shot, though, with the body check from the Vikings, so it will be Pioneer to inbound. Oh, there will be shots, because Pioneer is now in the bonus. No go on the first one. Tominski will have a second one coming her way. And ball pops loose, comes up Pioneer. Minute left in the game. Pioneer leading by 17. And a push on the Vikings. McClellan will have 2. Good on the first. And good on the second. 49-30 with 47 seconds left. Beautiful shot by number 10, Juliana Suarez. A nice 3-point shot at that. Will be Pioneer to inbound. Can't believe I let the clock run. 30 seconds left. McClellan finds Welcome, hands it off to Tippanyuk, has an open lane and gets the 2. No shot clock. Ball rolls loose. Pioneer hangs on to it. It's stolen away. Juliana Suarez will have 2 points coming her way. Or not 2 points, 2 shots, excuse me. And ball recovered, tossed up, no good. Final shot from Annalise Cruz. And that is the game. The end of the fourth quarter, Pioneer coming away with a big win, 51-33. Yeah, fantastic game. When you think about how it started, this game started as a real tit-for-tat game, ending the first quarter with a very, very close game. And then, just things just going from there with a Pioneer ending that first quarter with 15, Smith Voc 12. So a 3-point game, and then turning into a 51-33 victory. Well, Panther victories all around today. Fantastic job again. Big congratulations to the boys for a big, big win. Can't wait to congratulate them when we see them tomorrow in school. But that is it with upcoming games. As mentioned earlier, the next game is going to be the girls right back here. Their senior night. Mohawk Trail Warriors coming to Messer Gymnasium. Panthers Warriors basketball. And that'll be at 7 p.m. Thursday night. The boys back at home hosting the Mahar Senators, and that'll be at 7 p.m. Friday night. And a postponed makeup game. The girls on Saturday at 3 p.m., the girls will be hosting Drury Blue Devils. We'll be bringing that game to you. And effectively, those will be the last home game, regular season home games we'll be seeing for this 2025-2026 basketball season. And with that, I want to thank you folks so much for tuning in. Whether you're watching this live or rebroadcast on Comcast or rewatching it over and over and over again on YouTube, so happy to have you with us. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Tyler Borbo, and we will see you next time.